Hello and welcome back to another guide. Ajol here, and today we're working on a mini PvP guide. I really need to share this with you as it may give you some general advantages in PvP. Well, you may be asking what's this all about. It's about trinket swap macros. Some of you may be aware of this, but I think most of you are not, and I believe PvP should be a balanced environment in general. I will do my best to keep this as short as possible with a few examples in different scenarios. And before we get started, keep in mind that these types of macros work in duels, world PvP, random battlegrounds, and rated battlegrounds, but not in arena. In general, you can swap equipment while out of combat, so this type of macro will mostly benefit night elves, mages, rogues, and hunters, as all of them have means to drop combat whenever they want. This doesn't mean that the other classes can't use it, however, it will limit the situations in which you can actually use the macro. Abilities like Shadowmeld, Greater Invisibility, Vanish, and Feign Death will directly work with this macro. Long story short, as you trinket out of ACC, you want to use an ability that drops you out of combat and equip the Sigil of Adaptation trinket. Before I link the macro, let's go over a few examples. As you can see, I am able to get out of crowd control twice, first by using the Medallion and the second time by having the Adaptation trinket equipped. In this second example, I trinket Blinding Light and then Adaptation gets me out of Hammer of Justice. In this last example, you can see I am trinketing Mortal Coil and soon after Adaptation gets me out of Fear. It may not seem much, but I think in some situations it can give you a big advantage. Like imagine being in a rated BG and you're defending a flag against rogues. That's just one example. Now if we look at the macro, you can see that I also have a line that lets me re-equip the Medallion, preferably 30 seconds before it gets out of cooldown. Again, to do this you have to get out of combat. If you want to directly copy the macro, you can find it in the description below. In a perfect scenario, in 2 minutes or so, you can get out of CC 4 times. First time trinket, second time adaptation, third time adaptation after 1 minute, and fourth time, of course, when Medallion gets out of cooldown. Obviously, this is just in theory, but it's how you get the best out of it. The macro is just a skeleton macro and you can adjust it to your own needs depending on what class you are playing, and make sure you type the correct trinket names in the macro, otherwise it won't work. So what do you think of this? Did you know about this macro? Do you think it's useful? Please let me know in the commentary section below. I will help you if you have troubleshoot issues with the macro. If you think I missed anything or you know a way to further improve this macro, please let me know. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the guide, subscribe for more videos, and like always, try to stay PvP. Thank you for watching.